And as I walk in the store manager was walking out of the office. He sees me and just turns around right back into the office. So I think, oh boy, this is not gonna be good. My whoops moment happened over 20 years ago in my first management role. I was an assistant manager at Walgreens drugstores, and I was newly promoted. So I took that responsibility very seriously because I was young in my career and wanted to make sure that I lived up to my potential and did what I needed to do. So routinely when I closed the store, I was responsible for, making sure the store was in stock, cleaned, faced, all the cash was balanced, and we closed the store properly. So basically setting the store up for the next day. But it happened to be a Friday night, and there was a big party happening that night. And I already told my friends I probably wouldn't be able to make it because I had to close. Well, later on in that day, I received a call and they said, Brian, you've got to make this party. It's an epic party. It's going to be the party of the year. You have to be there. So I did what any good leader does. And I asked everyone, do you want to get out early tonight? And boy, did we execute that plan flawlessly. It was like 10:05, the store was closed, and I was out. We set the alarm, bolted, everyone left, and I was excited for my party. By the way, the party was epic. It was awesome. So this is over 20 years ago. So I walk into my place, and my answering machine was blinking. So this red light's flashing, and I think, well, that's kind of odd. Why would my red light be flashing? Like, who would have called me? I was with all my friends last night. The number 6 was blinking, and the first message was from the store manager. So I hit play.
Hey, Brian, just giving you a call. Trying to figure out why you thought it was a good idea to lock the pharmacist in the pharmacy. If you could give me a call back as soon as possible, that'd be great. Thanks.
When I set the alarm and left immediately, I was focused on my priorities, which was getting in my car and getting out of that parking lot as fast as possible, not the safety of every other associate. So that responsibility that I had, I knew I let my team down, more specifically this pharmacist down. Having heard this voice message, I didn't need to listen to the next 5 messages. I knew exactly what they were about. So I'm feeling embarrassed. I was terrified. I thought I'm losing my job. And as I walk in the store manager was walking out of the office. He sees me and just turns around right back into the office. So I think, oh boy, this is not going to be good. And for the next 20 minutes, it felt like 2 hours, I was just getting destroyed over this. I was getting lectured on how irresponsible I was, and it was not good. Not good at all. I then had to talk to the pharmacist, and she was much nicer than the store manager. I really got to see how it impacted her because she was stuck because the door was locked. But when the alarm went off, she was put in a bad situation because she can't lock the store, so the store's not locked, and the alarm's going off. So of course when the police came, they are accusing her of trying to break into the pharmacy. And she has to prove that she really is the pharmacist, and then of course try to make the right proper phone calls. And although she said she forgave me, I promise every time she called for help from that point on, I was the first one to help her, and she got anything she wanted out of me. Right, when I think about the lessons learned, but there was 2 that really came to mind. And one was from the store manager directly. I'll never forget the words he uttered at me. Don't ever leave anyone behind. Ever. Because as a leader, it's about bringing everyone along. Then the second lesson was, as a leader, we truly never understand the impact that we have on people until we lock them in the pharmacy, the alarm goes off, and the police are called, and you have to explain why a party was more important than everyone's safety. I learned those 2 lessons the hard way, but like all good lessons, they stick with me to this day, and they truly have shaped who I am as a leader.